Wisdom here. We have got a Legendary Astroblast on the portal. I have not yet picked up Astroblast primarily because funds are tight and I am out of space. Literally, I keep saying this. I don't know if people believe me, but Spaceman is literally at a premium. Funny segue there with Spaceman, but nonetheless, I honestly don't know which path here is going to turn out to be better. Let's go ahead and talk to Persephone here so we can kind of showcase it there.
Are you ready for a new magical upgrade?
Oh, yeah. Now the good news is we've got enough cash we can buy both paths, and the great thing about that is with Skylander Tutor unlocked at Portal Master rank 74, we're able to switch freely back and forth. Once you purchase them, you can switch anytime you want to, basically. So, Cosmic Technology gains stronger laser abilities with powered up gear, and Nova Hopper bring down huge rocks from space onto your enemies. I'm kind of thinking initially Cosmic Technology. Nova Hopper offers something very unique though. So I don't know, I am very much looking forward to a Soul Gem though. I guess we'll just go in chronological order. So Cosmic Technology is what we're going to take. We're going to gain stronger laser abilities with powered up gear. Let's do it. Alright, pardon me, I was eating Fruit Loops between recordings. It's 1:30 in the morning and Fruit Loops, you say? Why, yes, I'm an adult. So, $13.60 is the price. Keep in mind, 10 Wing Sapphire's max discount of 20%, but this is called Surface of the Sun. Very smash mouth-ish. Your solar field, which you can see there sort of orbiting us, that's one of the base upgrades. The first base upgrade, actually. Which the big thing there, it's solo players don't get much from it. There was no armor increase. I guess you might see it in game. I really wish they'd get back to just giving us a point blank number to kind of quantitate everything. But the big perk, if you do a lot of co-op or you play online with friends, since that's now an option in SuperChargers, say your buddy or your sister or your cousin or whoever it may be has a thing for Thrillipede or Stealth Elf, life element characters gain health from this. However, now it becomes functional for us solo players who get no perk from that by way of solar surface of the sun. So solar field heats up and does damage to enemies that get too close. I'm thinking it's not going to be much if it's 5 to 8. I would, I guess, be content with that. So the aesthetics have changed slightly. It's actually like we're in a bubble now. Oh yeah, it's better than I thought. It's 8 to 12, which that's actually not that bad, because if you think about it, I'm doing nothing. You could go AFK, you could run downstairs and get Fruit Loops while playing as Astroblast with this upgrade, and you might come back and not be dead. Worthwhile, perhaps. So let's go ahead and document this. Da-da-da. Surface of the Sun, 8 to 12. That's all I have to put, really. 8 to 12. Nope, can't. I've got to type it. We're in Excel. 8 to 12. Alright, so again. Ooh. Alright, so right there. But nothing else has really changed. And again, some of you might think, oh, that is so cool. He's got like this orbitable force field. It's visible. I love it. Some of you will say that is the dumbest thing I've ever seen, based solely by that aesthetic. You might take the other path. Don't worry, not dead yet. I have water, which will probably be spilt on the keyboard the way this night's going. Alright, let's see if we can get back together here. We're going to take Meteor Meteors, right? 1760. Hold Y down longer. Again, if you hold it down already, you get a nice surprise. But hold it down longer to bring down a bigger, more explosive space rock. This actually looks pretty cool.
Out of this world.
Man. Space Rocks, you hold it down 2 seconds, we get a 55 to 83. I'm trying not to like totally choke or something. So that's our standard, 2 to 3 on the kick. But now the kick is actually a big beneficiary of our little orbital field here. So if I hold down Y for our 2 seconds, that was 83 there. 55, that was standard and critical, respectively, 83, 55. Now, if we hold it down longer, they don't really specify how long, so let's find out. Okay, 3 sec. Okay, that's a good sign. And I could not read the number. Ooh, was that 85 and 143? What if I released right there? 55 still. So you've got to wait for this transition there. Let's just keep holding it and see. You can rotate, but you can't actually move. Oh, he's rotating. Okay. I thought he was going to keep doing it manually. I can't tell what those numbers are. I really can't. Let's think about it. I know I can't think about it because I can't see them. So I don't know what the damage is. We'll have to like pause the video when I edit it and archive it in that manner. But it is pretty cool. So 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Basically 3 to 4 seconds, give or take a little bit. I think it may be an 85. I don't know. If I could read one of the numbers, we could reverse engineer it. But hold 3 seconds and then fill in later. How about that? So if you're watching now and you can see the numbers, great. If you pause it and can see them, fantastic. If you're like me, well, I'll see them when I pause it. So spreadsheet will be coming, fear not. That said, this is way easier than the Smash Hit top path to document. So Starlight, Starbright, it is our final upgrade on this path tonight. 2400 is the price. Rapidly press X to fire solar flares. What? Oh, I guess that is. Okay. Generally, you would think flares of... Never mind. We won't go there because I'm losing my voice. Rapidly press X to fire solar flares at its currently charged level. The charge will slowly diminish over time. Now, if you're thinking, whoa, what are we talking about here? Well, if you recall, standard solar flare, which is spelled like the Ric Flair, the Nature Boy type of a spelling. So 25 to 38 is box stock, right? And we can just do this all day regardless of just having that upgrade. If I charge it up a little bit, we're going to step up to 46 to 69. And I can sort of take advantage of that for a little bit. Used to it was, I guess, 53 to 80. Oh, that's 60 to 90. And then it's dropping down through the range. So obviously if we hold this for the max duration and we'll do 60 to 90, it will then back down 53.80, 46.69, and then all the way back 25.38. So case in point, you're going to see those 4 sequences of numbers now. There are a few random 60s that kind of get interjected when they shouldn't, but that's okay. Did that change the aesthetics of the gun? I believe it did. I'm not 100%, but I think it did. It's kind of hard to tell. Man, I've got something in my throat. So, briefly, rapid fire solar flares at current charge state diminishes over time. So that's really a text description, but again, if you charge it to full time, you will start with 60s to 90s, you'll drop down 53, 46, and then finally 25. I have noticed though, as we even saw 46, I would occasionally see a 60, so that's something worth noting. But kind of a cool deal. That said, this path isn't too bad. It's not like breaking the bank, anything like super fantastic, but it all sort of combines to be decent, if you will. So we're gonna come in here, and again, the big I guess
Hello,
Meteor
extremely
Meteors.
once
I don't know for sure the
so
damage
happy
numbers.
to dance with you, even in this time of
This
great
right here I think will
turmoil
be
and
very
danger.
underrated. Surface of the Sun, that 8 to 12. You're like, oh, that's so lame. It's not that bad. And again, that makes your standard tertiary, which is just the single kick, which is pathetic. Absolutely pathetic at 2 to 3. That sort of makes it more worthwhile as well, but it's kind of just like an idiot-proof policy sort of a thing. So even if you get wrecked, you're at least going to be decent solely based upon Surface of the Sun. So if all of your other buttons break on your controller or something, Astroblast will still be putting up a fight if you take this path. So keep that in mind, but it's Soul Gym time, and I have waited so long for this one. It is Wool Encounters. 3,200 is our discounted price. Hold Y to bring down a space rock inhabited by a creature with its own laser gun set to blast. Okay, now this could be totally lame damage-wise, but if it's hilarious, I won't care. One of those rare occasions where I won't complain too much. And also, it could turn out to be super OP. We just don't know yet. And how long do we have to hold Y? We've got standard Y is the kick, which is really cool looking and yet does essentially no damage. 2 seconds, we get space rocks at 55 to 83. 3 to 4 seconds, we get the Meteor Meteors, which we'll get numbers on in editing. And now we have to see how long we have to hold this down. So, best case scenario, it'll be 2. Whoops, wrong button. Okay. Oh, the sheep came! You're kidding me. So they're gonna come with all of them, I guess. This is great. Oh, and it gets beamed back up. Okay, so that was totally a standard space rocks like we have in the base upgrades. I'm gonna do it again. 2 seconds, 55.83 is what we should see here. Roughly 12 seconds. So, active with space rocks. 12 seconds, 25 to 30. So that's not like some astronomically high number, not like the sheep shoot lasers that do 612 or something crazy. But think about it, they're running around for 12 seconds, and the light beams, just like Astroblast, this is very underrated in my opinion, but his beams of sunshine, they're kind of like bouncing bullets. If you ever don't hit the target, they bounce, right? They refract. Same thing was working for the sheep, so it's a deal if he is spawned in right here, and he's shooting this direction, it'll bounce back, hit an enemy over here, it can refract, and go over this direction. Pretty dadgum cool. The 2538, again, that's what we do standard. So it's not like they just cut it down in half or made it do 6 to 12 or something lame like that. It's definitely more comical than anything. I do like that they wear green wool. But pretty cool. I want to see now if we can get 2 active at once. Let's check that out. Here he comes. This is again just primary here. Oh, you can only have 1 active. Okay, well, now we know. Now here's what I'm going to do. That is just standard 2-second hold time. I'm going to go to 3 that we get with Meteor Meteors and see what we get. 3 to 4, I should say. Seems like he was actually running around a little longer than that, but same damage, 25 to 38. But that's actually pretty cool, I have to say. And again, the biggest perk there, you might not think of it, but just the sheep. I don't know, I'll assume they hone in on enemies, but if they don't, they might get some cheap shots based on their reflection. That said, we should check this out with the Greebles. I'm going to get like a peppermint. before we come back here. Oh, hey. I think our little shield did that. Alright, so here we go. We're going to actually showcase the shield here. And it doesn't fire it off rapidly, but I mean, it's not the slowest thing either. It actually seems to be when one of the orbs contacts the Greeble, but I mean, regardless. And it sort of stuns him too, doesn't it? Yeah. That's pretty cool, actually. So that is that. Let's see what we get with Meteor Meteors, which will also trigger our sheep pal. Let's go ahead and get 3 Greebles in here. So here I go. Oh yeah, it's sheep time, baby. So yeah, the sheep is totally kind of oblivious, at least to these Greebles. I guess he could be honed in on the Tiki guy or something. But you get the feel for it. Pretty cool stuff. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. He might hone in on things a little bit. It's not going to be like super aggressive or anything, but hey, it works quite nicely. So Starlight, Starbright, let's go ahead and showcase this one for tonight. Again, if we charge up, whoops, Nintendo button. Let's charge up our gun. And we'll just, yeah, you get the feel for it, right? That's all we need to do. Again, this isn't like a super overwhelming or like, wow, look at all that damage type of a path. That said, it combines to feel really solid. So what we need to do now is take Nova Hopper and kind of see how the two compare. So I'll go ahead, we will come in, we'll take advantage of Skylander Tutor, and we will do just that. So stay tuned for that. If you're enjoying the videos, make sure you are subscribed, leave a like, your support is appreciated, and it does of course help out. The series of course is Skylanders Research, this time in the Supercharger variety. You can follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. For myself and Legendary Astroblast, thanks so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on these upgrades, oneofweezem.com, SkylanderClub.com. But we will be right back, and we will be checking out his Nova Hopper upgrade path, so stay tuned for that.